has this great feature in the paid version where you can assign an activity and the student can work on it and send it back to you, and you can send it back to them to add on to the activity, to correct the activity, to finish the activity. It basically has drafts and work in progress. Like, it has those features, and it is in the paid version. But at the very end of this video, I'll show you how to do this in the free version, just the workaround. With all that said, there are some ways that are a little bit more intuitive than others in leaving feedback for your students, especially in remote learning, where you're not going to be able to just walk up to them and say, I want you to open your Seesaw activity and do this to improve on it or add to it. In remote learning, we don't always have that advantage. And so leaving feedback within the app is what ideally will work. So there's a few different ways to leave feedback when you are sending back and forth work to your student. And here's a way to show you. So I am in the teacher app and I have assigned an activity. So we're going to go into my daughter's app, and this is her app. And we're in the Incognito tab, so you'll know it's her app on the black bar and my app, teacher app, on the gray bar. So she's going to add, and she starts writing in her note names to make words. Now let's say, and this is a common thing, she doesn't realize that there's 10 pages. So she just does one and she clicks check and she submits it and she is done. If you notice now, it's in the done section and no longer in the in progress. So we go back in here and I notice that there is some work that is submitted. So I go to review. And when I look at it, I see she forgot to do the other parts. So I hit back and I go into comment and I write, please finish. Okay, and I'll post that. So now I'm going to send it back to her. So that is now sent back. Perfect. And this is changed back to drafts. We go back into her journal, and if we notice in her journal, it's not there. The only thing in that journal down there is her other work. So go back into activities, and now you'll notice it's no longer in the done, but it's orange and it's in progress. Now, if she looks at it, nothing here tells her that she has a comment. And remember, it didn't appear on her journal, so nothing is telling her to please finish, and that's a comment I left her. Now, there's two ways to find that comment. One, train her to go and look in notifications first. That will show that the teacher has sent back and to finish. You need to train her to go over there and look. That's one way. Another way is to train, and it's almost counterintuitive because this is where you would go, finish response. But you have to train her not to hit that and to hit the gray bar and then hit her draft. When she does, the comment shows up right here. And that will work. All right, so she could do that. But again, she's just looking at the work. She can't edit here. So she's got to click edit, and now she can edit. So let's say she starts keep going. And then she turns in again. So it's all turned in. Perfect. Yay. All right, and now that's listed in done. When we come back here, I might notice, oh, great. Haven't responded. Let's go in. And I see one, I see two, but still now. So I'm going to send it back. But this time, I'm realizing this is hard for her to find. She's not clicking through all those menus to find it. So I'm going to edit the post. And this time, I'm just going to put on a text tool. So I'm going to grab the text tool and write, please complete all 10 pages. I'm going to move that off the staff and make that really blatant that this is what I want her to do. Perfect. Now I'm going to click that approval that I edited the page. And now going back into the activity, going back into this, I am going to send this back. So now it's a draft again. That's the edit. Go back into her tab. We'll notice it went into there. And now when she clicks finish response, because I think your younger students, this is where they're going to go. Not so much here, not so much this gray bar, here. And again, you can train your students, but this is going to be most intuitive, and boom, that hits right there. So she understands she must go through all 10 boxes. And that's good. I think that works the best for me. But what might work the best for me might not be for you. So I hope those changes or those choices give you some help to what you want to choose that works best for your students. Finally, the last thing you can do is when they're in the journal, if you don't have the paid version and only the free version, you can go into the 3 dots and copy and edit. When she copies and edits a post, it's going to keep this original post, but it will give her another one that she can edit because she copied it. So even though that will always appear in the journal, like version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, it is a workaround if you only have the free version because you can't use the drafts tool there. So I hope this helps in ways to give feedback when you're using Seesaw Drafts. Check out my new book, Using Technology with Elementary Music Approaches, and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to find more elementary music technology tech tips.